Remember when that was our theme song back in the day?
I totally forgot what our old theme song was.
It's always in my head.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking about making it my ringtone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I remember it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't do that no more.
No,
we don't do that.
No, we're not in this house.
Not here. We don't do that.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Nuclear Playground. I'm Sprout.
I'm Jeremy.
And we're taking a shot and talking some Jon Jones.
Yeah, some Jon Bones Jones, dude. I'm so
cheating ass motherfucker.
Well,
and everybody's letting him do it.
Here's the thing. It's if we keep. I mean, we can. I can't say I know, but like honestly, like Jon Jones is not an exemplary person. He does put things in his body that don't belong there,
and he's never paid for drugs.
And he's not even once. not even once. My biggest thing is, why does he get a pass
when nobody else has in the fucking past? Yeah. Frank Mir got suspended for what, 2 years?
2 years. Tom Lawler.
And 2 years, 3 years.
As soon as his suspension was up, they cut him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Jon Jones is a clean guy. In all honesty,
there's too many fucking excuses.
I think it was from when he bulked up. Okay, because when Jon Jones was on, like, I think a suspension or a hiatus, I can't remember why he wasn't fighting for a while, but he bulked up to almost heavyweight size.
Mm-hmm.
This is like after the car accident when he got busted with the cocaine and all that shit.
Yeah,
but he got super buff as fuck. And he doesn't normally put on and keep that kind of weight. I mean, even his brothers got popped before with some of the same shit, you know?
Right.
Which is kind of interesting, you know what I mean? Like, how does your brother get popped with the same shit? But the whole thing is, like, if you go from beginning to end, he got popped 3 different times, this being the third. And this time, everybody's saying that he's innocent, and Dana White, the athletic commissions of California and everywhere else except for Nevada, USADA is giving him the okay. Like, everybody else is like, okay, he's not clean, but he's not using because of these fluctuations that they've never had before, and it's never happened to anybody else but him.
That's what I don't understand, like the fucking whole pulsating thing. Like,
yeah,
it comes and goes in fucking waves and pulses, but it doesn't. Like,
I don't know.
Okay, so if I stop smoking weed for like 4 months, and then I go take a fucking piss test and I piss hot, you're supposed to tell me that I wasn't smoking weed,
right?
That the weed in my fat was just pulsating because my fucking, I ate a sandwich or some shit.
No, it happened because you're the best in the world. That's why it happened.
Yeah.
Yep. You're the best guy in the world.
I'm the shit. So, I don't need to smoke weed. I just got it in my system. It just pulses.
It's like, he gets a pass for being there. Honestly, this is my whole belief. And it's the politics of money.
Mm-hmm.
One, they don't have a big pay-per-view seller for this card, right?
Right.
I mean, Amanda Nunes and I sound like I'm drunk already. Amanda Nunes and Christina Cyborg Santos. Or she's not Santos anymore. I can't remember what her last name is. But anyways, Cyborg and her. I mean, they're a good sell. Like,
that's a good card. Why can't that be a main event?
It is a main event, but what I'm saying is for the end of the year card and for, if you remember, what do you remember this UFC this year at all? The only thing I remember myself is Khabib and Conor.
Well, it's just like Brendan Schaub was saying. Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
but they're letting Jon Jones fight.
But that's not my point. My point is they have no other star power right now that's willing to fight at the end of the year, because this year was a shitty year. Their number, if you look at their numbers, the UFC numbers are continuously dropping even though they're making more money than they've ever had, the numbers are dropping. I don't know how that is. I'm sure there's a lot of other things behind it, but I just don't. I forgot where I was going with this. But they need Jon Jones. They need him to carry the UFC through into next year. Like I said, there's no other fights to be made besides this fucking Cyborg fight. What else do you see that's gonna sell and make up for all the shit at the end of the year?
I'm looking on Twitter as we're having this conversation, and motherfuckers are like, "Who's watching this Jon Jones fight with me?" Like, apparently it's still selling.
No, it's sold out already.
Right, but why? Like, he's hot. He's hot.
This is why.
Like,
because, okay, the casual watcher sees this and is interested, whereas, like, hardcore fans or people who are, like, this or that are upset because of what's going on. Like, hey, dude, this isn't right.
I'm a casual watcher, and I'm like, this isn't fucking right.
But you're not. You know who Jon Jones is. People who've never heard of Jon Jones know who Jon Jones is now. They know this.
I'm no longer a casual watcher?
No.
I'm in the know now?
Well, sort of.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, like, they're banking on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On casual watchers, people who've never seen it, who want to see this thing unfold, this scandal, and they want to see Jon Jones lose. Because people will see... I mean, I want to see Jon Jones lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be tainted. It's going to be tainted. Watching him...
For his loss?
If he wins, Jon Jones won because he's a fucking cheater. If he loses, everybody's happy.
So which one's the tainted one? The victory for Jon Jones?
Huh?
That should be the one that's tainted, right? Yeah.
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 Okay, I thought you were saying if he was lost.
No,
then
no,
it'd be,
no.
Okay.
No.
No, I want Gustafsson to fuck, I want Gustafsson to fucking
Gustafsson. I don't know.
I want him to whoop that ass.
I do too. And like their first fight was really close, and I leaned more towards Gustafsson, but I mean I saw how the judges could lean for Jones, and I don't have. Here's the other thing, like I just don't like how cocky you can be when you popped hot multiple times. You know what I mean?
It's just the funniest shit. All right. So, at Ted is Law says, congratulations to Jon Jones. I'm looking on Twitter, by the way. He says, congratulations to Jon Jones as he becomes the first fighter to do drugs while standing in the middle of the octagon mid-fight live on pay-per-view. Hashtag UFC 232.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, I mean, it's not like TRT Belfort. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Those fucking Royd days, or even further back when Mark Coleman and Mark Kerr and all those guys were tearing up the UFC. Those, like, way the fuck back. But, I mean, even Chael Sonnen talks about him cheating.
All the gamblers are like $100 on Jon Jones tonight because they know he does drugs.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And my heart, I want Gustafsson to win. And in my mind, he has a chance. Only because of their first fight, and he's been more active.
Mm-hmm.
John's been training and this, that, and the other thing. And I do believe in ring rust. I've seen it. I don't care. What's his name? What is that guy's name now? I can't even remember his name. Dominic Cruz doesn't believe in ring rust. That shit looked like ring rust when he got his ass beat, though. I'm just saying.
Somebody was just saying it. I'm reading the same shit as you're fucking saying it. Dude saying the same shit. Like, Jon Jones has been partying too much. He didn't train the last time they fought. And Gustafsson's been training this whole time. And who knows what the fuck Jon Jones been doing.
Yeah.
Because he stays hot.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If he stays hot, he's been... And they haven't tested him that much, since he pissed hot that first time or that second time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. All I know is I'm not I'm really looking forward to the fighters union. That's what I'm looking forward to, because this is bullshit. The whole moving everybody. I know some fighters aren't happy. I don't care. I mean, I'm sure they're happy now that they're.
Has that idea been tossed in the air for fighters union?
Yeah, and Dana White's been super pissed about it. And anybody who's talked about a fighters union obviously isn't working for the UFC anymore. I don't think. So I mean,
there should be a fighters union.
There should be.
The UFC is not very fair to the fighters.
I mean, they make a lot of money. They just don't make it as much as.
UFC fighters are the only athletes I know of that can't have sponsorships.
Yeah, that's why I like Bellator. Bellator's putting on really good fights. They have really good competition now. Like, they have really high tier fighters now that can definitely beat a lot of UFC fighters. And they're just not the UFC yet. They're building up though. Mm-hmm. At first they were like, I laughed at them a little bit. I watched their fights still though, and now that they're on, I watch them a little bit more, a lot more, and I definitely look for the highlights, and I try to pay attention to a little bit more who's in there, because there's a lot of good fighters.
Right.
And I'm watching some UFC fighters travel over there. I'm watching ONE fighters and ONE FC and this, that, and the other thing, and all these different trades and shit. And the UFC did a trade deal with ONE FC with the Ben Askren, and with the Ben Askren, who doesn't really, I don't think he cares much for Dana White. Doesn't really talk to Dana. Doesn't care to talk to Dana. It doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm not here to make friends. Mm-hmm. I mean, who can really be a friend with that douchebag?
Nobody. It's fucking impossible.
He looks like a fucking penis. Look at that face.
He looks like fucking Michael Chiklis if he made worse life decisions.
He looks like a dick that's been jerked off with no lube. a white dick.
It's just angry, like, I'm dry.
Foreskins all built up around the neck. No, I just don't like Dana White. He's this smug ass attitude and this smug ass look.
Well, you know, he was fucking talking to literally everybody at the fucking press conference that we watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
But mostly fucking Jon Jones. When Jon Jones verbatim said to a reporter, like, who asked him about his fucking drug use and, like, the possibility of him actually still being hot and shit like that, Jon Jones was like, well, I can probably help you with that. And then Dana was like, no, you can't. You can't help him. He was like, don't answer him. And they fucking started talking mad trash to everybody.
I watched the whole press conference. It was an ugly press conference. Everything about this is ugly. It doesn't look right. It doesn't smell right. You know.
The whole thing is lousy with fucking cover up.
Yeah. It is. It's very lousy with cover up. I mean, because here's the thing. There's no real answer. And they have this pulsating thing. And yeah, okay, there's a study that showed some other drug, right, that did the pulsating thing, right?
Who did the study?
I can't remember. There was this doctor that...
Because there ain't no other...
No, there was. But here's the thing. Jeff Novinsky talks about Turinabol and oral Turinabol being completely different things and how they have different effects on the body.
How is Turinabol ingested normally?
I don't know, but here's the thing. If they're two completely different things, and then he talks about this whole other completely different thing that has nothing to do with it, and how it has a pulsating effect, and then he wants to relate it to Turinabol, but he doesn't want to relate Turinabol to oral Turinabol. You see what I mean?
But what's fucking regular Turinabol?
Exactly. It's, you know what I mean? And he's like, so what's the difference? And he doesn't know. Jeff Novinsky, the head of the face for the fucking USADA and the UFC, apparently.
Only when they have enough money.
Yeah, only when they have enough money. I just don't... It stinks. And I don't like it. And Nevada's didn't fuck with it.
Because they knew it fucking reeked of suspicion.
And here's the other thing. So Nevada, that's why I'm saying Nevada didn't want it. They're like, You have your UFC card. Do all this. Jon Jones can't fight here. We're not giving him a fucking license to fight. And then you got everybody else. So instead of finding somebody else to replace because they can't, there's nobody else that's going to sell the card like Jon Jones unless they get McGregor.
Or Khabib.
Or I can't think of anybody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
St. Pierre's got a little pull. I mean, a lot. If they got Lesnar out of fucking
like left field.
Yeah. If they got Lesnar fighting who though? You know what I mean? And that's
a big motherfucker. You can't just put him up against anybody.
Cormier's not ready to fight.
Isn't he injured?
I don't know.
No, somebody else is injured and they want him to fight.
Oh, Tyrone Woodley.
Yeah.
And they're talking about stripping him.
That's some bullshit. But fucking Jon Jones can come back and fight, and he's fucking pissing hot left and right. His old microdosing ass.
And they do strip people of their belts. And here's the thing. Jon Jones is supposed to be fighting for the belt. And they're talking about when Jon Jones fights for the belt, that it makes his belt like not valid, because they're fighting for a belt,
right?
That Daniel Cormier has, and that he's defended.
So if Jon Jones takes the belt, then Cormier doesn't have a belt.
Well, that's the idea behind it. So Cormier relinquished his belt, with the idea of not having that mark on his record of being stripped of the title because he's not ready to defend the title.
Mm-hmm.
And Dana's talking about how they weren't gonna strip him. He was gonna relinquish. And I'm like, what's the difference if he's relinquishing the title now?
It's the same thing as stripping him at
this
point.
No, what I'm saying is, if he relinquishes the title or vacates the title, then there's no dispute. Like, okay, over any title at that point. And Jon Jones is always talking shit about how he's the real champ, except for he's a fucking. You're not a real champ. Like, is Lance Armstrong still champ? Nope. Fuck no, they took all that shit away. There's no way he's champ to me.
They fucking took all of Michael Phelps' medals over some motherfucking weed. So Jon Jones is finna fight.
Once you fuck up,
Michael Phelps needs all his medals back. Every snowboarder that's ever been fucking popped hot for fucking weed needs to get whatever rights to fucking. They time travel and let them niggas snowboard.
There's a difference though. Here's the thing though. With that, there's no money. They don't get paid. Everybody else gets paid. They don't get paid though.
Doesn't matter, man. They did something without using peds, and they deserve that recognition.
Yeah. Yep. That's bullshit. That's this whole thing is bullshit. It makes me upset. It makes me want to watch Bellator and ONE FC more. It makes me want.
ONE FC is dope.
I want people from the UFC to be upset and get tired because, for one, UFC treats it treats as less money making fighters not as favorable as everybody else.
Yeah.
Especially Conor McGregor, Jon Jones, Ronda Rousey for a moment there. Although she was just a cunt. Okay. She never really did anything fucked up.
I heard that she was a really nice person. I was watching an interview with somebody.
Yeah, no, I heard
she was just a really nice person, but then suddenly she just fucking snapped and just became a fucking just mean bitch, and then started fucking.
That's that cocky attitude when she got placed on top of the world, and that happens to a lot of people. You obviously, a lot of people change. Look at Chevy Chase. I heard
he was always like that.
I heard he was like that after he got famous. Once he got a little recognition, he was like super douchebag, dick face. But I don't know.
Oh, Chevy.
I don't know. I don't even like. He's really not that relevant. That's a really.
Community's over.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I do want to watch. That's why I like combat sports or individual sports.
Yeah, remember we were talking about that earlier. Like, that's why I'm a big fan of fencing. I mean, like, yeah, you're on the same team, But at the end of the day, you did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that medal. You fucking placed in that tournament. You fucking did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with a lot of other fucking individual sports. Like, even if it's like something lame like discus or like shot put. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did that shit.
Or frisbee golf.
Mm-hmm. And
golf.
Golf.
No.
I can't watch it. If I was better at it, I'd play it.
I like Caddyshack.
Yeah, I like Caddyshack. Only the first one though. Maybe the second one was alright. Okay, yeah. Caddyshack 3, you can miss me with that shit.
I don't even want to recognize that as
what is Caddyshack 3?
I don't know. I'm gonna check that out real quick. Let me see if there's such thing.
No, there is. I've seen it. It's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I haven't, and I kind of am interested in the trailer at least. You know, wait, this shack ain't whack. Wait, what? This isn't real. This is so terrible.
I'm almost positive there's a Caddyshack 3.
There is.
It's bad. Like, I've seen it. It's bad.
Is this real? No.
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay.
No, there is. I thought there was 3. No, there's only 2.
I gotta find out.
I'm gonna just IMDb it.
Yeah,
I want to say there's 3.
Oops. Yeah, Caddyshack. 19th hole. Caddyshack inside story. Wait. See results for Caddyshack. Caddyshack 2.
Maybe I'm just old and just make up memories now.
I think you do.
I do, yeah. Nope, yeah, there's only 2. I thought there was a 3rd one.
I don't know.
Never mind me then.
Episode, season, shit, cinema. Like, I don't know what this is. 2009 TV episode, Caddyshack, Cinemania. What is this?
Disregard my last statement, you guys.
Yeah, I don't.
It's Caddyshack 2 that I don't like.
But yeah, the first one was way better. It was okay, but I wasn't a big fan of it. The first one was definitely better. Rodney Dangerfield definitely does it for me.
Yeah.
So does Bill Murray. He just gets me, you know. I don't know though. I try to think of other individual sports that aren't combat, and I find it difficult. Other than golf and frisbee golf.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but here's the other thing: like, some things are games; they're not really sports. They feel like games, like darts. That feels like a game.
It's a game. It's a fucking board game that stands vertically.
But it takes a certain amount of skill, just like anything else. But it's not really a sport.
Yeah.
Kind of like pool. I don't consider it a sport, but it's definitely.
Or bowling.
Yeah, that's a skill. That's really a skillful thing. And athleticism doesn't really have a play in
I've seen some fat motherfuckers bowl the shit out of some fucking frames.
Athleticism doesn't really have a thing to do with it. So
yeah.
I think sports, I think of athletes. That's why when I think of athletes, I don't think of gamers. I'm sorry.
You come out Overwatch League?
Yes.
Because they do, they're like these athletes, and there's just like this like skinny ass like 15-year-old Korean kid. His neck is like no bigger than my arm.
It's not athletic. It is skilled. I'm not shitting
on it. I love Overwatch League.
Yes, but
that's my shit. But when they use the word athlete,
yes, there's no required athleticism for gaming. Christopher Reeves could play video games sometimes, like just using voice command. You know what I mean?
Xbox turn on.
Hadouken. Could you imagine if that was a thing, like voice command for Street Fighter?
Dude.
Hadouken.
It'd be dope.
It'd be fun. It'd be ridiculous.
What if you had to like pronounce it exactly though? Yeah. Like you have to do the hurricane kick. You can't just be like hurricane kick. You have to be like Tatsumaki Seppu Kyuk. And then my brother tries to play and he goes and he would just sit there
and lose. And I'm like, dude, you gotta just brush up on your Japanese.
Japanese. I was hanging out with Mal and Suge at Q's birthday party last night. Mm-hmm. Fucking great party. But Suge pulls out this fucking cleaning cloth she has for her tablet. Uh-huh. She goes, "Do you like my cleaning cloth?" I look at it and I was like, "Oh, Kimiko, I love your cleaning cloth. It's so beautiful."
Guys, man.
It was bad.
That's funny. I was busy.
What you got there?
I got gummy bears.
Got your gummy bear?
You want gummy bear?
I would love some gummy bear. We got like a whole fist of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They sticky.
They're good gummy bears.
They are. I love these gummy bears.
I get these gummy bears. Okay. So, Amazing Fruit gummy bears were my favorite gummy bears. I don't know if anybody remembers those from the 90s. Mm-hmm. They're great. And
I love those gummy bears.
Ever since then, I can't find anything that's close. But this is the closest thing to Amazing Fruit gummy bears. And they're called Albany's World Best. And I get them from Menards here in Minnesota.
Holiday has them too.
They do? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They were like $1 a bag for a while. Like big fucking, not as big as that one. They're a decent sized bag.
Yeah. That's why I get this big dumbass 2.5 or 2.25 pound bag of gummy bears. I don't have any. Okay, I'm not that big of a drinker. And I don't have a chaser. So, I'm chewing up gummies.
That's why I wanted gummy bears. Because there's no chaser in here. And I'm like, man, I don't really go for a soda.
And this whiskey is kind of strong. But, all in all, I'm really disappointed with this whole Jon Jones thing. It's tainted. So, I really think they should move for a zero policy thing. And I also think they should move for a true weight class.
I don't know why they never had a zero policy thing. I mean, I thought they did. They suspended motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that exactly. Apparently, there's a policy where you could, keep pissing hot. The thing that doesn't make sense is, well, he got busted for they suspended him for, right? Mm-hmm. So he tested positive out of nowhere that time. A year later, same thing happens. Only they're saying it's related to the first time, except for he has higher levels this time. Now, the pulsating thing, they don't know if that's what oral turinabol does, because they don't have any oral turinabol to run tests legally. So they can't say. So the pulsating thing is something that they borrowed from another drug that did that had long-lasting effects with these long-lasting metabolites. Now, with that being said, at this point, there's no way to tell if Jon Jones was using or not. Because they suspended him for that before, for these trace amounts. Now, only because they don't know how long he was using it for, because they only found long-term metabolites, or what they call them, long-term metabolites, because they show up now. That's the only reason I think that they call it. I don't know this though. But either way, at this point in Jon Jones' career, they can't tell whether or not he's using, but they're saying he's not, based on this idea of this pulsating thing. Which honestly, I feel like they're reaching to make an excuse to sell this fight.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to go all over the media and make a big fuss over this shit in order to get the casual viewer, because not only are they not able to make money in Vegas off of this fight, because who the fuck's gonna watch this fight if Jon Jones isn't fighting Gustafsson?
Right.
I mean, they're gonna lose like half of their viewership, or at least a good chunk of it. I mean, I love Amanda Nunes and fucking Cyborg, and I would watch that shit, but I'm a hardcore fan. What casual fan's gonna want to watch that shit? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people know about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, I do. Everybody is worried about Jon Jones, and that's what they're doing right now, and that's why I think they're banking on the casual viewer, not the hardcore fans. I know as a hardcore fan, I'm upset. I can't even remember what was it. 232. Was that what it was?
I think, yeah.
So let's look at the fight card real quick. And I think this is the main fight card right here. Let's look at the early prelims at first. They're already started. At the bantamweight, Brian Keller gets choked up by Montel Jackson with a submission. I don't tell you what kind of submission. What is this? Curtis Millender beat Syria Bahadurzada.
You want to repeat those names again?
Sayar Bahadurzada.
Okay.
Uriah Hall won by KO or TKO in round 3 against Bevan Lewis. Nathaniel Wood got a submission on Andre Ewell. I don't know what these submissions are. See, UFC, I'm looking directly here, and they're not giving me any real. BJ Penn lost. That's not good. He just lost against this guy, Ryan Hall, in round 1. That's not good. And the next fight up is, and this is the preliminary card, which is underneath the main card. Douglas Silva de Andre versus Petr, P-E-T-R. How would you say that?
Peter.
Petr Yan. That's the next fight, and this Petr Yan is like 10-0 or 10-1. Excuse me. And this Douglas de Silva's 25-2. So, yeah. I've seen that. That's an old picture. Kat Zagano, Megan Anderson, and then the last card on the preliminary is Andrei Arlovsky versus Walt Harris, which I hope Arlovsky loses, because he's getting old, and I'm tired of seeing his fucking face pop up with his win-loss. He's just a thorn in everybody's side.
Mm-hmm.
And his chin isn't what it used to be. He's really quit. But the fight card, I mean, look at, they got Chad Mendes versus this Alexander Volkanovski, which is dude's 18-1. I don't know what his record is and like who he's fought. But I don't really know that guy at all.
People are fucking buying tickets. I'm on Reddit right now.
They sold the whole thing out already.
Like, this is like, it is like for 8 hours ago, 2 hours ago.
Yep. But they're cheaper tickets. You know? Carlos Conduit versus Michael Chesia. I hope. This dude just needs to quit. I don't know which one I don't care who wins or loses that one. I don't know, man. It's just so much.
Picogram.
Oh, that's perfect.
They got him drawn up as a Pikachu with a syringe in his ass. It's fucking great.
Picogram. Co-main event is Cyborg versus Nunes and Jon Jones and Gustafsson. Starts at 9 p.m. But right now we're through the preliminary, or we're into the preliminaries. We can watch it on Fox Sports 1. I should probably start watching that soon, actually.
Ah, fucking UFC. I'm disappointed in them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look on Periscope. I'm gonna Periscope that shit when the main event comes on.
Man.
Well,
Just don't know what to do, man.
I know the wind got taken out of my sails with this whole thing. I was hyped, and then I'm like, God damn, there's so much shit.
I just don't...
I
I was excited for it, and then he fucking came up hot, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's happening in fucking Bellator. And then I missed that fight because I had to go to work. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, who the fuck decides to fucking fight at 10 a.m.? Like, I'm gonna get up at the fucking butt crack of dawn, do some push-ups, and I'm gonna beat that ass.
Yeah.
But I guess it's on the other side of the world, so I get it.
Mm-hmm. Other people gotta watch fights, too.
Man, fuck them. I'm trying to watch fights. Let's see what fights are coming up next.
BJ Penn got put in a heel hook, it looks like. I don't know, man.
There ain't nothing fucking happening.
BJ Penn spun right into it.
Oh, that's right. I can still watch the fight from the fucking... I can still watch it. I have the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a good fight.
Well, I guess that's the end of BJ Penn. Just come back.
He's just done now?
I don't know. But that comeback is... He didn't come back. He got tapped. That's a beautiful heel hook, dude. Check that shit out. He rolls into it, too. Watch. From standing. Watch. Boom.
Done. My leg.
Damn. Yep. And I don't know. I just don't know, man. I'm sorry, guys. I've been quiet. I'm just really... I don't know what to do now. I don't know where to go. My sanctity is ruined.
Let's just go play Pokemon Go. Fuck that fight. Let's just go play...
No. Check this out. You know what's even worse? Is that Joe Rogan fucking podcast.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that because I don't know where to fucking stand about it. Like, he says it's his own volition that makes him want to fucking have that episode, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you're doing a lot of damage control right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're not getting paid for it? Like, I wouldn't just, okay, well, my job decides they want to, I don't know, say, they want to charge, like, some extra money for some shit, right? And now people are complaining to me, like, oh, well, your shit's too much money. And I'm like, hey, I'm, sorry that you feel like we cost this much money, but it's because, it's just hard for us to get, just fucking making up an excuse and shit. And then, like, am I getting paid extra for that? No. So if anybody ever fucking, like, say, like, liquor tax goes up or some shit and someone complains to me about my prices, I'll be like, look, dog, shit happens. Like, I don't need to worry about damage control. That's life. But, like, if you pay me a little bit of extra money, I'll make up any excuse in the world. Oh, it's because, it
pulsates.
It pulsates. The tax and the liquor. When we get it from our vendors, it comes in pulsating amounts, and we never know how much it's gonna be. But you know, if you look and compare it to the sales of weed, a drug that we don't sell or study in the store.
It stinks.
It does.
Well, I'm gonna play Pokemon Go later.
Yeah, I'm about to do that later. I gotta cut through downtown later on anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can get something good out there. There's a lot of good Pokestops out there. And since it's a fucking weekend, no one's worried about Pokemon Go right now. They're out there trying to get drunk and bang. So all the gyms are about to be mine. At least for like enough time for me to earn some coin.
You really do have a high fucking opinion of Pokemon Go people, huh?
Yeah. The ones who are over 21.
They're losers. No, I'm just kidding.
I know exactly what kind of people are downtown at all times.
I don't know you do. You freak.
I used to just go downtown for no reason. I was like 8, 9 years old. Get on the bus, pew, go. Just randomly go get lost, observe the area. I've watched that city I've watched that area change and grow and develop and evolve into this place that for some reason the rest of the country thinks needs attention now. And we ain't got shit on downtown Chicago or Detroit. And Detroit's broke.
That's fucked up, Sprout.
Detroit got 2 casinos downtown.
Yeah.
We don't got shit. We got a clinic and a couple of stadiums, some theater, MCTC and AI. That's it.
A bunch of bars.
Yeah, but we don't have like cool like architecture from like any kind of period in any kind of art history. We have like a really tall building surrounded by other really tall buildings, and that's it.
We got a lot of history.
But nobody reads.
Yeah, that's true. You could have read about fucking Olsen B Memorial or Olsen B. That motherfucking dirty racketeering ass shit.
He got a highway named after him.
Yep.
Yeah, Eric told me about his disdain towards Olsen B.
Yep.
I heard Theo Worth owned slaves, but I don't know how accurate that is.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt anything I hear anymore about Minneapolis' dirty old history. All the old payoffs and mob fucking hideaways they had here.
Like the caves over there off of Wabasha.
Yeah.
And now they teach swing dancing out there.
Celebrating their criminal history and murder, death, kill.
Or like the catacombs. Between Minneapolis or St. Paul, like fucking, they have all kind of fucking prohibition tunnels down there, like near the sandstone caves.
I don't know. I'm about over it. I'm about over Minneapolis and their cops. I'm about over all their fucking people getting in my business. I'm about over the government.
Government. The Gummint. Government.
I'm about to go find some woods that some other fucking person with the same idea isn't in. And I'm gonna go live in them.
I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially since we came back from up north.
Yeah.
It'd be so nice. Like if I didn't just like have needs for things, like if I didn't have like this constant need for social interaction, I just fucking go. But then who the fuck am I gonna talk to?
Right. Talk to your rifle.
Talk to that deer I shot and that I'm about to eat. You gonna be good in my belly.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Things are crazy.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
And everything is happening all at once.
They're killing everybody off in the MCU. And fucking... That Jon Jones fight. That's crazy. Donald Trump is president.
Yep.
That shit's weird. It's fuck. He fucks everything up. He basically gave away position to fucking bunch of Navy SEALs in their cooperative, or what's the word?
Operative? Covert ops.
Yeah. Or he could have. They say he could have because they don't.
Because nobody wants.
They don't want to say that he did, because if they say that he did, then they really did. And now it's confirmed that that's where those fucking guys are at.
He's blatantly asked the media to their face to stop finding shit out.
Did he?
Yeah.
I did not hear that.
He's done it a bunch.
Stop taking up on Dave.
Like, he doesn't say it like in those exact words, but if you like listen to any of his interviews, like, no, you're wrong. You read the wrong thing. But nobody's ever read anything in these situations. Like, shit that's already been reported on that we've seen video recordings of.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, no, y'all read the wrong shit. Get over it. Stop finding shit out.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I want to know your picks though.
For tonight?
Yep.
I stopped caring.
I just want to know, like, for everybody else.
Well, I will be honest with you. I was rooting for Cyborg.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
I didn't really give a fuck about the undercard. It was really the main event I was concerned with, and then fucking Jon Jones piss hot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have fucking said my money's on Gustafsson. It still is.
Yeah. All right. Then that's what I'm doing to tell you. My picks are for the top fucking 5 fights. I want our last.
Wait, what are the other 3 fights again?
Carlos Conduit versus Mike Chesia. Carlos Conduit used to be like fucking. I think he was champ or almost champ.
No, I know who Carlos Conduit is. I don't know who the other dude
Corey
is.
Anderson versus Ilar Latifi. Latifi, whatever. That guy. And Chad Melendez versus this Alexander Volkanovski. But I'm interested in Kat Zingano fighting this Megan Anderson chick. Just because Kat Zingano in the stare-offs she looked like she was being one of those assholes, like trying to intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like she was intimidating her very much. So I want to see how this goes. She's a stand-up fighter, though.
What's the fucking tail of the tape of those two?
This chick's 6 foot tall, 145 pounds. I don't know her reach because it's not on here. But
she's 6 foot what?
6 foot tall.
That's tall enough.
Yeah. Kat Zingano's 5'6", and she's normally fighting at 135 pounds. But
she's got a shorter reach.
And she's meaty. But she's a wrestler, and she is like. I just feel like.
Is the other chick more of a striker?
Yeah.
She's probably got more reach on her. She's not going to be able to get in on her. Not as easy as she wants to. And Megan Anderson's tall as fuck. I'm going to probably say that.
She's got head kicks and knees and punches. Triangles. Okay, so she's susceptible to some submissions because she lost once via submission. But her only other 2 losses were majority decision for her first fight way back in 2013.
2013?
Yep. And a decision versus Holly Holm in June. Ooh, Holly Holm is a fucking champ.
How have all of her wins been by? Or most of them?
4 knockouts and 2 submissions and 2 decisions. So she's finished most of her fights.
I feel like I want her to win.
Yeah, I want her to win.
It just seems more reasonable. It'd be like me fighting Terrence.
And Kat Zingano, I don't really like very much because she's cocky. And, like, when she fought Ronda Rousey, that was, like, the biggest fucking laugh off of my life. She came in and got thrown right into an armbar, basically. But she has beaten, this girl right here has beaten Amanda Nunes.
Has she?
Yeah, mounted her and beat her, but she's like the only person. And she didn't knock
Wait,
her out.
Amanda Nunes, was that?
The champ.
Yeah, that's who fucking came in and beat that ass like in the first round and took the belt, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
I remember her.
Yep.
That was like a couple years ago. That fucking fight was great. She bloodied that bitch's face right the fuck up.
She actually came in and beat Misha Tate's ass for the belt. Because Misha Tate...
I remember, that's the fight I'm talking about.
Yeah, she fucked Misha Tate up. And then after that, she fought Ronda Rousey and fucked up Ronda
So she
Rousey.
lost. Oh, she hit. Okay.
She beat up Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey was trying to make a comeback because Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey.
Yep.
And then Holly Holm fought Misha Tate, and Misha Tate choked out Holly Holm at the end of the fight.
And that's how the fucking not the Holly Holm, the Misha Tate fucking Amanda Nunes fight started.
Yep. And then after she won, she fought Misha Tate again because Misha Tate's like, I'm coming back for my belt, and got the fuck beat out of her. And then Ronda Rousey's like, I'm making my comeback, and got the fuck beat out of her.
So she's just been undisputed this whole time then.
Yeah. And then Valentino Shevchenko, that was a really close fight. It was a really close fight. And that's my girl, Valentina.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Valentina's the shit, dude. She fucking smashed some shit up. But now she's the champ. Valentina moved down to a weight class to 125.
So she can get a fucking belt.
Yep, and she's got the 125 pound belt.
Nice.
Yep, she fought I think Johanna for the belt. And
okay.
For the new, because Johanna used to be the 115 pound champ and lost to what is that girl from here? Not from here, but she used to train here. God, what the fuck was her name? And she's really big too. I don't know why I can't remember. Rose Namajunas. And Rose beat her and has the belt, and then she defended it, beat her again.
But yeah, Megan Anderson beating that ass.
Okay. And then Andrei Arlovsky, who's old school UFC, like,
I know Arlovsky,
versus this new guy who, Walt Harris. I think I've seen him fight once in the UFC.
Guys, but I just watched BJ Penn
or twice. I did see him fight once or twice, but I can't remember against who. I see him. He lost against Werdun was the one I saw, and then I did not see this one where he got DQ'd. And I think that's the only one. I haven't seen any of these other ones though. He's been fighting apparently for the UFC since 2013, and he lost in 2013 and 2014. Came back to the UFC again in 2014 and lost. So he lost his first 3 outings in the UFC, and they kept him around for cannon fodder basically. He's probably a good show. Cody East, I don't know who that is. That's not anybody with a big name.
Avery.
I don't see in any of these that have a really big name behind him. And he's got 7 losses, and he's susceptible to a knockout. But Arlovsky's been knocked out fucking 10 times, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. His chin is not what it be anymore.
Man, you know, these things are so much better when you steal them off the plate of your friend.
I mean, look at his last outings. Arlovsky in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And his last 9 fights, he has lost fucking 7 times, dude. And 1, 2, 3.
He's getting old and tired. It's like I said, like
3 of those have been by knockout.
I don't feel fucking confident for him.
No. I mean, he's got power. He does got knockout power. Like he's knocked out a lot of dudes. Out of his.
But he's facing a younger dude though.
Yeah, he's 39.
A younger dude who knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, well, I'm older, I got more experience, I can beat this younger dude's ass because he hasn't seen that many fights. Like, but this dude's been training. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but he's also, if you look at this other dude, like this might be a throwaway fight for Arlovsky. That's what they're thinking. But they're also thinking like they can use this Walt Harris for cannon fodder because like he's got a spotty record, and this dude is susceptible.
So they both got spotty records.
Yeah,
So who knows who's gonna win?
I think this may be a fight where they're gonna maybe we'll just cut whoever fucking loses. Because he used to be champ. He used to be multiple champ. But that was a long time ago. I remember those days. That was back in the 2004. No, not 2004. Was it 2012? No, it was a long time ago. It was 2004. Yeah. It was around then. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking at his record right now. Yep. When I saw him fight, I saw him knock out Ian Freeman. I saw him knock out Vladimir Matyushenko. And I watched him lose to Pedro Hizo.
Are any of these cards happening right now?
What? Are these fights?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now they're currently the Megan Anderson fight, I believe, is going to be happening very shortly. If I'm not... After the Douglas Silva Pete Yan fight. Or the Peter.
Peter. Hey, Peter. You want to go and have some schnitzel in our wooden shows, Peter?
Apparently that Peter dude won. Peter Yan defeat Douglas Silva de Andre.
Nice.
With at the end of round 5. What was it? Corner stoppage. So he must got the shit beat out of him in this corner. Like, no more. He's done. So the next fight up is Kat Zingano versus Megan Anderson. Which is going to be a good one, I'm sure. But it's whatever. I don't know.
Fights are cool.
I really love watching that dude.
That dude I want him to be my friend. I wonder if he just stays in character all the time. If that's just who he is.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I mean that would be if you would get tired of it, and you would get tired of people expecting you to be that. I'm sure, or maybe he loves it. Maybe that's, I don't know. There's some actor shit you gotta fucking. I'm not an actor. I'm a real person.
What's that you say to me, Demon Boss? Ooh, I wish you would.
Like, what the fuck?
That shit cracks me up. Choke me, Devil Daddy. Choke me. Shout out to Bowser Vids.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's great.
Yeah, he is. On YouTube. On the YouTubes. But anyways.
Yeah, man, these fucking fights. I might tune into 1 or 2.
I am. But I'm not paying for it. Because this shit on Periscope. Because somebody got my back on Periscope.
Well, shit. Let's call it a night, I suppose. Fucking.
Yeah, we're winding down really hard, really fast.
Super fast. It's fight night.
Fight night.
Yep. And I'm sad about it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna watch last Thursday's fight on Bellator on my phone later. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch better fights.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening to me, bitch.
Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, I'm Sprout.
I'm Jeremy.
Thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, Peter, you have a message.